What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another stream. Today we are going to be continuing our journey. Welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021 service to Las Vegas, Nevada. So we are going to be taking the PMDG 737-800 over to Las Vegas, and then we are going to be flying from Vegas into LA. So it's going to be a two-part flight tonight. We originally started our flight in Kansas City and flew into Phoenix Sky Harbor, so that's where we're at right now. And then like I said, we're going to head into Las Vegas. So we're going to go ahead and get the aircraft prepped and ready to receive our passengers and everything. So the first thing we're going to do is come down here to our CDU, and we are going to, well, before I do that, I'm going to go up here to the overhead panel and we're going to hit the batteries. Close that off right there. And then we're going to come down here back to our CDU, and we are going to get our ground connections going. And get external power to the aircraft so that we can do all of our setup. So ground connections going, and we are also going to request for boarding. So let's go ahead and start getting all that going. So let's go back to the menu. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday night, Sunday morning, wherever you are at. And let's pop out to the outside of the aircraft. So as you can see, our ground equipment has been brought out to the jet, and let's go ahead and operate the jetway. Get that connected to the plane. So let's operate the jetway 6, and it's going to be Southwest Airlines handling us today. I know it says American Airlines on the gate there, but that's a GSX thing where it randomly selects what they're going to put on the outside of the jetways. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that and confirm selection. So our jetway is going to go ahead and move into position, and then we're going to have our passengers come to the aircraft, and let's request our fuel while they're doing that, because sometimes it takes fuel a little bit to get out here. Actually, before I even do that, let's go back inside the aircraft and get everything aligned. So first thing I'm going to do is go back down here to the CDU, bring that up, and go into our FMC and initial. So like I said, we are going to be departing out of Phoenix Sky Harbor. And there's our initial point. So let's go pop up to the aft overhead panel and go ahead and get our IRSs aligned. So let's switch those over to aligned, and they're going to start doing their thing to start aligning. And let's get everything turned on up here. While I'm up here, let's also go ahead and test everything. So our warnings are good. Okay, so that's good to go. And ILS, as you can see, they are aligning, and we're going to go ahead and select our position. Put that in the CDU, so that way the aircraft can tell where we are at. That's good to go there. And let's go back out here to the main overhead panel and switch on our ground power. So ground power is good to go. And our ILSs are going to continue aligning. I will go up there in a second and switch them over to nav, but we'll go ahead and continue with the rest of the setup process. So, like I said, we're going to be departing out of Phoenix Sky Harbor. And our departure, we are going to be, go back to the route. Okay, so we got KPHX, and man, I'm typing it again. So we got KPHX, and we're going to be departing via runway 25, right? And our destination is KLAS. And let's throw that in there. And then let's go ahead and do our arrivals and departures. So we're going to be departing via the Zipper 1 SID, or Zipper 1. I thought it said Zipper. And we got a CC or CC transition. And let's execute that. Activate that. And then our arrival into Las Vegas is going to be the Tessin 5 arrival, or the Tessin 5 star with a IGM transition, and our runway for landing is going to be 26. Let's go with 26 left, and we'll catch that at Preno. Execute that legs, and then let's double check and make sure we don't have any flight discontinuities, which we did. So we got that fixed, and we are good to go. So let's pop back up to our aft overhead panel. Everything is aligned now, so we'll switch that over to nav, and everything is good to go there. So let's pop back down here to the MCP, and as you can see, our route is programmed in, so we are good on that aspect. Let's turn our track IR off because we don't need that right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and request our fuel truck to come out. So he's gonna make his way out to the jet to give us our go-go juice, as I like to call it, and then we will go ahead and get our passengers boarded. So like I said, I hope everybody's having a great Sunday morning, Saturday night, whatever you want to call it. And we are, like I said, we're going to be flying Southwest Airlines Flight 1021 service to Las Vegas. Our flight plan has been filed, and then I just got to go in and pull up one more piece of information that we're going to need. We are going to need the ILS frequency for our landing into Las Vegas. So KLAS. And like I said, our runway for landing is going to be 25 left, so it's going to be 101.75 with a course of 256. So we'll pop back into the aircraft and throw that into the radio. So let's go down to the pedestal. It is, like I said, it's going to be 101.75 and then nav 1. 101. So fuel truck's in position now. So I'll pop out there to him real quick. As you can see, he's in position. He's getting ready to connect to us and go ahead and fill us up. And he's going to ask us how much fuel we want to throw on the aircraft. So go back down here to the FMC. Pull it up. Menu and FS Action Fuel. And let's go ahead and top the aircraft off. It's good to go. And he's going to go ahead and put in the required fuel that we requested. Alright, so he topped us off. He's disconnected, so now we can go ahead and get our passengers boarded onto the aircraft. So let's go back into the aircraft and open up the doors for the passengers to get on. So action doors, and let's open up those doors. And then what I use is FS passenger to put our passengers on, because the built-in passenger thing that they have for GSX is so the passenger boarding that they have for GSX, it can take a long time sometimes, up to like 30 minutes or whatever, and I don't want to have y'all sitting here for 30 minutes while we're waiting for the passengers to get boarded on.
Destination set.
So we'll let them board and give them 2 minutes is fine. And she'll close it. The hostess will close the door once we're done. So we're going to go ahead and finish programming and everything else and see the CDU. Flight level is going to be 340. And our zero fuel weight today is 128.2. Reserves, we will do 20 reserve, and a cost index is going to be 75. So our N1 limits, and we hit that takeoff, it's going to be 15 flaps, and our CG is 7.26. And it looks like we can't cruise at that altitude, so we're going to go back and change our cruising altitude. Change our cruising altitude to a flight level. Let's go with 280 because we'll probably. Wonder why we can't cruise that altitude, so let's go to 260. There we go. So 260, we're good for that. So let's amend our flight plan and change that to a flight level of 260. And follow that flight plan again. And then let's go back over here and finish the rest of the setup. So our V1 is going to be 148, VR is 149, V2 is 154. And our CG, like I said, is going to be 7.26. So we should be good there. And that's good. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and adjust our takeoff trim. And like I said, our takeoff trim is going to be 7.26.
All passengers are aboard.
So it looks like all the passengers are aboard the aircraft at this time. And our takeoff trim is set up. So let's go ahead and pop back into the cockpit and finish the rest of the setup process. Let's go to let's see, I said it was going to be 154 for our speed. So I'll put that in there. And our cruising altitude today is going to be 260. So I'll throw that into the altitude hold. So I've been flying this plane for about a week or so now, and I absolutely love it. It really handles well. It takes some getting used to, learning how to actually like start it and everything like that. The first time I went on a flight with it, I could not even get the engine started when I was live streaming. So let's go ahead and run our oh wait a minute, yeah, I was setting up the radios down below, so let's go back down there and do that. So 101.75, pop back down to the pedestal. 101.75 on the captain's side and 111.75 on the first officer's side. So we are good to go there, and then we have to go up and put 256 in our course hold. So let's go over to 256. There we go. And actually, hold on, I'm going to bring our music up a little bit because I can't hear it. And I hope it's not too overwhelming for y'all. If it is, please let me know. So pop back over to the first officer side, and we're going to put the same thing on the course bug of 256. And that's going to give us a nice landing into McCarran, Las Vegas McCarran. And I got to look at one more thing. Nav graph. You can't see it on the screen because I'm using game capture instead of display capture. But we're going to go ahead and set up our flight. It's going to be a new flight and manual input. And we're going from KPHX to KLAS. And create that. And then type in our route. So pretty much I'm just going to copy and paste what I put in to VATSIM. So our routes gun is displayed there, and let's get our information for KLAS. So the field elevation is 2,181 feet, and the rest of the information I'll get that in a second. So we're going to pop up to the overhead, and I said it was 2,181, so let's load that in here. So it's going to be 2,200 because of the way the increments go on the overhead panel. So we're going to go ahead and finish running our checklist to get the aircraft powered up. So the first thing we need to do is pop back down below and make sure our parking brake is on. Go back up to the overhead, and left and right fuel pumps are on. Okay, so the left and right fuel pumps are on, and then let's go to test our fire alarm. Go back down to the pedestal, test our fire alarm. Fire alarm's good to go. And let's go ahead and start our APU. So I wanted to test the fire alarm before we do that, just in case we have an APU fire. So let's go ahead and start up our APU, and it's going to go ahead and spool up. And then we'll wait a second, and we'll have our APU powered. So we got our low oil pressure light for the APU, and as you can see, the APU is starting to spool up. And then once the oil pressure light went out, and APU is going to stabilize, and then we'll hit our APU light. And Alright, so we got our APU light, so let's go ahead and hit that. And we'll go back down to the FMC and get the ground connections disconnected. So let's pop back down here and get our ground connection disconnected. So that's good, ground connections are gone, and we have our... Now we can just go straight to our APU power, which we already have. And let's go ahead and set up the rest of the cockpit. So let's switch our lead out damper oil because we don't need that. Let's make sure our emergency switch is on and armed. And then we're gonna shut off our left engine bleed, right engine bleed. Our left and right packs are already off, and we're going to leave our APU bleed on. And hydro pumps, let's switch those on, and then probe heat, toggle those as well. And what else? Our window heat switches, pop those on as well. Now, I'm pretty sure the way I'm starting this aircraft is not how you would standardly start a 737, but this is what I do. This works for me. So we got our APU up and running and everything is set. So we're going to go ahead and call for the ground servicing crew to push us back. And we want our nose to go right, tail left. So I'm gonna have to watch this one and make sure they don't push me into a building, because they have a bad habit of doing that. Turn our seatbelt signs on. Alright, so everything's good to go there. And I'll hit our anti-collision light, because we're gonna start starting up here in a second. Hit our logo light as well. So as you can see, the gateway's been moved out of the way. Ground crew's gonna walk into position, and let's see which way they're gonna be pushing me. Okay, so that should be good. I don't believe they're gonna push me into a building. Air collision light is on. Pop back into the cockpit. And let's turn our flight director on the captain's side and the first officer side.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Thank you for removing that bypass pin. And wait for him to tell us to remove the parking brake.
Release parking brakes.
There we go. Parking brake is released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And we are going to go ahead and start firing up the engine. So we need to turn on our left engine bleed. And go back down to the pedestal. Number 1 fuel selector switch. Pop that on. Back up home. And let's go ahead and start left engine. And as you can see, left engine is starting to spool up. And while we're waiting for the engine to spool up, we'll go ahead and set our takeoff flaps.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight.
You can see the flaps slowly starting to come out.
Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Let's pop back into the cockpit and make sure that everything is spooling up. So the engine's spooling up good. Looking good there. And let's pop back to the overhead panel. And there we go. And number 1 selector switch is good. So we're going to turn on our left pack and left generator on as well. And then we'll start engine 2. So right engine bleed. Go back down to our pedestal. Number 2 fuel selector switch. Go back up home. And let's go ahead and start number 2. So number 2 is starting to spool up now. We'll check that out. And as you can see, it is starting to spool up. Our slats are down and our flaps are down, so we're good for our takeoff. So let's watch it and make sure we are good there. And then once we get a good engine start, we'll go ahead and shut off the APU. And let's set our transponder as well. And once we get on the taxiway, we'll turn on our TCAS at that point. And set that for RTO. And they are still pushing us. I didn't realize they were going to have to push us so far back. I was worried about them pushing me into a building, but they're still pushing us back. So yeah, this is going to be a short hop up into over to Las Vegas. It's only 202 nautical miles, so pretty much once we get up in the air, we're going to be ascending again. And let's go back into the cockpit because we have to turn the left generator on, or the right generator on, and our APU bleed off, and set our packs to auto. Packs are on auto. Okay, let's see what this is.
Set parking brakes.
All right, and now that we got a good engine start, let's go ahead and shut our APU off because we don't need it anymore. And go back out here. Shift 1. And parking brake has been set. So let's run our checklist. Seatbelt sign. Let's go ahead. Seatbelt sign I know is on because I turned it on. I think. I can never say I know. Yeah, it's on. And IRS mode selectors are on nav. Let's double check that, but they should be on nav. Yep, they're on nav. And FMC has been set, trim's been set, comm radio's been set, flight deck door is locked, nav radios have been set, transponder is set, parking clearance received, logo lights are on, cabin lights are off. We don't need them right now. Position lights are steady.
Tow truck disconnect. Bypass bin.
Position lights are steady now. Everything else is good. So let's go ahead and we did that. And before taxi checklist, takeoff flaps are set. Strobe light is on. Yep, strobe light is on. Taxi lights, let's turn those on. And LNAV, VNAV, I have to arm those. Auto throttle, I have to arm that. And taxi clearance has been received. So let's go back down here to arm those. So auto throttle arm, LNAV, VNAV arm, LNAV arm. So we are good. So let's see if he's out of the way so that we can go ahead and commence. Yep, he's out of the way, so we can go ahead. Wow, he's sliding. So we can go ahead and commence our taxi to runway 25 left. And let me just get my bearings real quick. Slide top down. And 25 left is I went too far. Oh, I'm sorry. We're taking off 25 right. I thought it was 25 left, but yeah, it's 25 right. All right, so we're going to commence our taxi to 25 right. And we should have a smooth takeoff into Las Vegas McLaren. So we're going to taxi to runway 25 right via taxiway Bravo. Or 26 right, sorry. 25 is Las Vegas. So yeah, welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021 service to Las Vegas McLaren, connecting to Los Angeles, California. Our cruising altitude today is going to be 24,000 feet, and our flight time is going to be very short into Las Vegas. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. And enjoy the stream. And enjoy the smooth tunes of the music that I have playing on YouTube. Is actually by Bass Rebels. It looks like who it is that's streaming that music. So yeah, enjoy the tunes as we continue our taxi down to runway 26. Oh, my mouth is kind of dry. Alright, so since we are currently on the taxiway, let's go ahead and pop down to the pedestal and turn on our transponder. I hate dealing with that thing. There we go. Turn on our transponder, squawk mode Charlie, so that ATC will be able to see our aircraft and continue our taxi. So yeah, I'm really digging this plane. I think this is going to be my newest favorite plane. I do have the PMDG 777. I tried flying that the other night, but I had a horrible experience with it. It's not the aircraft itself, it's just everything on that flight was going wrong. So I just have to get more practice with it. So we are approaching the runway 26, so let's go ahead and alert the crew, let them know that we are ready for takeoff, and we're going to turn on our landing lights. Alright, and before we get to the runway, just make sure there's nobody coming in. Looks like we're clear left and clear right, and we're going to type in advisory. Actually, hold on. Alright, so we're on the advisory channel. So let's go ahead and type in advisory, let them know. KPHX traffic taking off runway 26. Alright, so we just let them know in the advisory channel what we're about to do, and let's go ahead and get out here and head into Vegas. Line up on 26 and let's go for it. Gear up.
Gear up.
And we're gonna get up and clear these buildings. take it straight to Osh-G. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and bring up our flaps. And we are good to go. So let's do our after takeoff checklist. So after takeoff we have, where's it at? There it is, my after takeoff checklist. Okay, so our gear lever is up, our flaps are up. Yep, they're fully up now. Autopilot is Command A, and our landing lights are still on because we are under 10,000 feet. So I see that we have somebody who popped into our stream. Welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021 service to Las Vegas. We're departing out of Phoenix Sky Harbor International, and we're flying the Boeing 737-800 into Las Vegas today. Flight time should be very short. I'm pretty sure as soon as we get up to our cruising altitude, we're going to start our descent down into Vegas. Once we get into Vegas, we're going to quick turn and then continue or connect over to Los Angeles. Yeah, I was just talking earlier about how I really enjoy this aircraft. I love how it handles, and once I got the hang of all the buttons and switches and everything that's in it, I fell in love with it. I used to have it before when I had FSX Boxed Edition, but ever since I installed Steam, I've never reinstalled the 737 until recently. So we're climbing nicely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now safe to use your portable electronic device.
We are passing 9,000 feet. We're going to be hitting 10,000 feet here shortly. So the aircraft, being that I'm using VNAV, is going to go ahead and climb out, continue its climb up to our cruising up to 260. And I will go ahead and turn off our landing lights because we're about to hit 10,000 feet. So let's pop back up to the overhead panel and turn off these landing lights. And we don't need those, back or back. Alright, so we can go back down to the captain's seat, or we can actually just go to the outside view. I don't know why I absolutely love the wing view. And that just has a weird look on the front of the nose, but okay. So it looks like we're going to be flying into some clouds here shortly. So the cabin crew is doing their thing, and I'm going to go ahead and hit the seatbelt sign. We'll turn it off right now. Alright, so let's change up our music. Feeling that for a little bit, but let's go back. Let's go to something else right now. Let's go to the typical song that I usually play when I'm flying. I need to get some newer royalty-free music. That way I can have a variety. of what we can play. Well, there we go. So I hope the music's not too overwhelming for y'all. So yeah, it looks like we're about to fly into some thunderclouds here. But yeah, I'm really digging this plane. I really love the detail, the amount of detail that they put into it. So it looks like we got about 191 nautical miles until we came to Las Vegas McLaren. So like I said, it was going to be a fairly short flight out of Phoenix Sky Harbor. But yeah, I just wanted to do this flight for y'all before I go to bed, because yeah, I plan on getting into bed fairly early tonight. So while we're still climbing up, we're going to go ahead and program in the rest of our information for landing. So let's see, our field elevation, like I said, was 2,181, and the runway we're going to be hitting is 26 left. Let me make sure I select the right. Yep, 26 left, so that one is 10,526 feet long. So, field elevation 2181. So let's throw that down there. Runway length was 10,526. So let's go. 10,526. So all that is good to go. So we're going to continue cruising along to Las Vegas McLaren. And like I said, we should be on the ground here shortly. It looks like we're getting jostled around a little bit by a little bit of turbulence. A little bit of headwind coming at us from 262, 261 at 25 knots. So yeah, it's a pretty quiet flight tonight. We don't have any ATC on right now going into Las Vegas. But not a big deal. I usually have one of my followers, Starflex. He's usually on here giving me heck during the flight, and he usually brings an unruly passenger with him by the name of Jimmy, who likes to cause all kinds of chaos during our flights. But it's nice to have a quiet flight without him once, without Jimmy. So we're about 4,000 feet from our cruising altitude, and like I said, we're going to immediately jump right into our descent. Hello, how are you doing today, DJ Plays? So yeah, how you doing today, buddy? Welcome to the stream, and welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021, service to Las Vegas McLaren, connecting to Los Angeles. We are just now reaching our cruising altitude, and we will be beginning our descent here shortly. This is the first flight. We just I mean, all kinds of wrong buttons. Sorry. This is actually the first flight. We just departed out of Phoenix Sky Harbor, and making our way into Las Vegas McLaren. I'm doing pretty good. This is my second flight that I've done today. I did one a little bit earlier from Kansas City, Missouri into Phoenix. And yep, Phoenix to Los Angeles. But yeah, we did a flight earlier from Kansas City into Phoenix, and now continuing the rest of the flight from Phoenix into Vegas, and then Vegas into Los Angeles. So how's your weekend going thus far? Yep, and let's see. And so we're flying the PMDG 737-800. Absolutely love this plane. It handles well, very well. Subsonic, how you doing today? And welcome to the stream, and welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021, service to Las Vegas, and then flying over to Los Angeles. How come the flight's not on Or which radar are you looking at? VATScan? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm flying on VATSIM, and I'm squawking mode Charlie. I know if you look on, there's a program that I use called VRoot, and I show up on there. So I'm really not sure why it's not showing up on VATScan. So we're going to go ahead and get our landing altitude program into the management panel, because we will be reaching the top of our descent here shortly. It looks like we're 12 nautical miles before we reach the top of descent, and then we'll proceed our descent down to Las Vegas. My name? James Gary. So we're flying above the clouds. You can see a little bit of lightning flashing down there in those clouds. So yeah, we're going to be potentially flying through a thunderstorm. So I really appreciate y'all hanging out in the stream. Right now, I'm flying over Nevada. Alright, so we are at the point where we are going to reach the top of our descent, so let's go ahead and begin our descent down into Las Vegas. Yeah, if you're trying to find me on VATScan, just look for SWA 1021. My radar over Nevada is only a KLM 747. I'm not sure. Maybe VATScan only looks at IVAO aircraft. I don't know, but I'm flying on VATSIM, so that's weird. But I'm definitely connected and squawking mode Charlie, so you should be able to see me. Matter of fact, if I look at my VRoot right now, let's see. Let's look at my VRoot. I wonder if VATScan and VRoot are down right now, because I'm looking at VRoot and I don't even see myself on there either. That's kind of weird. That's very weird. I wonder if it's down right now because, yeah, I'm connected. So we're continuing our descent down into Las Vegas McLaren. And we should be making for a smooth landing into Las Vegas. So how many are y'all excited about Flight Sim 2020 coming out soon? I know I'm super excited. It's about time Microsoft updated or upgraded or came out with a new version of Flight Simulator. We're continuing our descent. Yeah, it shouldn't be much longer. We're about 3/4 of the way to Las Vegas. So let's go ahead and run our descent checklist. Let's see. Landing height has been put in. Overhead approach altitude has been entered. Runway length has been entered. Field elevation entered. Arm 3 is arm. Alt inverted has been set. Engine switches. Let's go ahead and turn those on to continuous. Because we don't want any issues. Like if we hit a bird or something, we'll keep running. And flaps per VREP. So I gotta go ahead and select my VREP. It's going to be we'll do flaps 30. Alright. So yeah, this is going to be a short one into Las Vegas, and then it's like another hour and something flight after that. Let's turn these seatbelts on. I'm using a Thrustmaster joystick and controller, or joystick, and it does the job. Eventually, once I get enough money, I want to get a full-size cockpit, hopefully. But I think the first thing I'm going to do in the near future is probably build an overhead panel, which I'll be super stoked to do. What simulator do you use to fly on subsonic? P3D. Okay, I just picked up a P3D the other day. Yeah, I just picked up the P3D the other day, and I'm super excited to learn how to use it. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to get something working here. How long have you been flying on P3D? And is P3D your first simulator that you've ever flown? I just know I can't wait for Microsoft 2020 to come out. Sorry, I'm sitting here multitasking. But we're approaching 10,000 feet here shortly. We're at 12,600 feet and ascending. So soon we'll be turning on our landing lights and landing into Las Vegas McLaren. So we're continuing our descent down into Las Vegas McLaren, about to fly through some clouds here in a bit. Yeah, we're continuing our descent down. We're about to hit 10,000 feet here in a bit, so I'm going to be hitting our landing lights. And we're going to be expecting runway 26 left in Las Vegas. So yeah, 12 nautical miles will be hitting 10,000 feet. So as a matter of fact, I might want to just go ahead and hit those lights so I don't forget. So landing lights are on. And let's go ahead and start our APUs. So we will need those on the ground. So we'll go ahead and fire that up. And it seems like we're just sitting down pretty nicely. So once again, for those who are just jumping into the stream, welcome to Southwest Flight 1021 service to Las Vegas, McLaren. Then continuing on to Los Angeles, California. We're flying the 737-800, the PMDG NGX, and we are descending via the Tyson 5 via the Tyson 5 Star. So like I said, we should be on the ground in Las Vegas here shortly. I like the song, that's why I paused the engine sound real quick. Let's make sure we got our VREF set. So it's going to be 160, flaps 30, okay.
Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. Swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change.
Yep, here we go. I knew we were going to be flying through these clouds. Alright, so we're going to be connecting with the localizer here shortly. So we got our VOR lock, and then we should be connected to the glide slope here shortly. I was concerned for a second. I didn't think we were descending fast enough, but we're good. So we are on final for 2-6. So let's just run our checks one more time. Speed brakes, let's go ahead and arm nose. Speed brakes are armed. VOR lock has been engaged. Approach, I'm waiting for the glide slope to wake up, and then I will engage the approach. VREF, we need to acquire that here momentarily. And Command B, I'll select that whenever I get the glide slope. So there we go. Looks like it's starting to descend down to connect. To get us to the right altitude to intercept the glide slope. Go ahead and bring down our landing gear because we got the runway right there. Flaps down to where we need and engage Command B. We'll pull out the speed brakes to slow us down. Ooh, that was a nice lightning bolt. Go. So I was just typing in the advisory channel, let them know what I'm doing. And it looks like we're going to have a beautiful landing into Las Vegas today. You know how to get updated seeds and stars. Yeah, if you go to NavGraph, you can get it there, but you have to. It's a subscription base website. But yeah, that's how you can get the updated SIDS and stars on navigraph.com. Alright, so we have made it safely to McLaren.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Which aircraft? What 737 is the PMDG 737? Let's go ahead and clean up and continue our taxi. Yeah, you meaning the SIDS and star data for the FMC, right? Yeah, so you have to go to navigraph.com. You download the latest data, and then it installs it into your PMDG, and it updates your SIDS and star. So we're going to continue our taxi to the gate. Yeah, so go to navigraph.com, you look up the PMDG 737, or it says, I think it says PMDG all aircraft, something like that. You download the data, and then it installs it into your aircraft. Make sure nothing's coming. All right. Yeah, you buy the subscription for a month, and you can download as many FMC upgrades you need to get for that month. And then once your subscription runs out, the data will still stay on your FMC and CDU. The only problem is the SIDS and stars always update, so you'll have to get eventually new ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Las Vegas McLaren. We are taxiing to the gate.
Welcome to the leg.
Hey, appreciate it there, VSPX Emming. I appreciate that, and I'm glad I was able to help you out. I'm flying in Australia, so it doesn't matter. They don't change much. Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you go to Navigraph and you can buy the subscription for a month, download as many of the FMS data as you need, and then once your subscription runs out, if you ever have to update again, you'll just have to buy another subscription. So like I said, we are going to head over here to the gate, download the passengers, and then get some more fuel and head into Los Angeles. So this is going to be a two-part flight. While we're fueling and downloading passengers and everything, I will be away from the screen momentarily, but I will come back and then we will continue our service into Los Angeles. All right, so we have made it to the gate. Let's go ahead and shut the aircraft down and get everybody downloaded. So parking brake has been set. Let's go up here to, or go down to the pedestal. Fuel selector switches. Let's shut those off. Go up to the overhead panel, and our APU has been spun up, so we'll go ahead and power him on, and we'll turn our left engine bleed off, right engine bleed off, left pack off, right pack off, and APU bleed. I'll turn that on because we're going to need that later. And let's go ahead and get everybody downloaded. So request the boarding. And Southwest is going to be handling us once again. And they're going to come and do their thing. Alright, so Jetway is going to come and hook up to us. And, oh, I forgot to turn off my anti-collision light, so let's hit that. Anti-collision light, turn that off. Okay. Logo light, I can turn it off because we don't need that right now. That light I can turn off, and this light I can turn off. And now I got to open up the engine compartments. Let's go back down here to the FMC menu, doors, and let's open up the cargo doors so they can start downloading. And let's open up the main door so the packs can start downloading. And we are good. So everybody's going to start downloading off the aircraft. Like I said, they're going to do their thing, and then I will be back to continue our flight into Los Angeles, California. So just hang tight, listen to the tunes, and I will be right back with you. And once again, VSPXMing, I really appreciate the follow there, good sir. So yep, I will be right back, so hang tight with me.
all passengers have left the plane.
Alright guys, I'm back with you, so we're going to go ahead and prepare the position for, boarding. Let's see. So everything's going to reset, and then we're going to go ahead and get everything boarded on here and head into Los Angeles. So let's pull the jetway up to us. And Southwest Airlines once again is going to be servicing us. And we shouldn't need any fuel. I think we will be good because we were full out of Phoenix Sky Harbor. So select the default jetway. Jetway is going to move into position. Passengers are going to start boarding. And we're going to go ahead and get our route into Los Angeles. So let's look that up real quick. The place that I go to get my routes, I go to FlightAware. And I just copy routes that actual aircrafts are actually flying. It saves me time from planning a route. So we're flying from KLAS into Los Angeles. And our route today is going to be the Boach 8 departure, Ricky transition. And then we're going to come in via the Angel 4 arrival. Our flight level today is going to be flight level 300. So let me just go ahead and throw that into my flight plans real quick. And let's see. Like I said, flight level is going to be 300. And let's file that flight plan. Flight plan has been filed. So we will now jump into the aircraft and get everything else set up for our departure out of Las Vegas McLaren into Los Angeles. So speed brakes, RTO, leave that there. And let's jump down to our pedestal and turn our transponder off right now because we're not on the taxiway. There we go. So all that's good. APU still running, so I don't have to really do the whole checklist as far as aligning the IRSs and testing the fire alarm and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and throw our route into the FMC. So let's do that real quick, but let's close the cargo doors. Because GSX, if I use GSX to load passengers, it will take forever. It will take another 30 minutes and not try to do that. So let's go into our initial reference airport is KLAS and gate, not too concerned about that. Origin, like I said, KLAS. We're going into KLAX and we're going to be departing via runway 26 right. And our destination is KLAX. I hope the music's not too loud for you. If it is, matter of fact, let me just turn it down because I can't really tell if it's too loud. There we go. So let's leave it like that. So our arrival departure is going to be, like I said, the Boach 8 departure with a Ricky transition, and we're departing via 26 right. We're going to execute that, and our arrival, well, let's look at our legs. So we got that Boach and then Ricky, and then after Ricky was going to be, okay, so let's go ahead and program our arrival. in the Los Angeles, and it's going to be the Angel 4 via the is that what the transition was? Let me look. Yep, Chanter transition. So we'll go with that, and we're going to do, let's bring it in on iOS 2.4 left. Let's do that one. Or actually, no, let's do 2.4 right. So we'll go iOS 2.4 right, and we'll catch it at Cebu. Execute that, and then we got our legs in there. Let's see if we got a route discontinuing. Yes, we do. So we'll fix that, and then we'll go in and do our initials. So our, like I said, our flight level is 300, and our zero fuel weight today is 128.2. Reserve is going to be 20, and our cost index, let's put that at 75. Execute that, and while I'm finishing up doing that, let me go ahead and do FS passengers to get our next passengers on there. Perfect flight, cool. I will record that one. That was for my landing in here. So we will go ahead and select our next passenger. So start the flight. Get all of our passengers boarded on there. We got 85.21% of fuel, so we are good there. And not everybody's baggage are going once again. I'm not taking any fuel off to accommodate that. So destination is going to be KLAX. And we'll set our destination in real-time load. We'll do 2 minutes. They're going to go ahead and start boarding, and we'll continue setting everything else up. So flaps, will take off with 15 flaps, and our CG is going to be 7.9, or CG is 10.8% with 7.97 to trim. V1 144, VR 146, V2 151. So no destination path after decor. Okay, so I'll fix all of that. So everything is put in there. We are good to go. I just want to double check something real quick. Okay, so let's throw 151 up here into the indicated airspeed, and our cruising altitude, like I said, is going to be flight level 300, so 30,000 feet. And then I got to get the ILS frequency for our landing runway, which was going to be runway 24 left or 24 right. I gotta look and see what I put. I always do that. It's like I'll program stuff so quick and then I'll forget where I put it. So our arrival is 24 right. Okay. So let's get the frequency for runway 24 right. We'll throw that into the pedestal. So let's double check that. Cancel and delete that. KLAX. And we'll add that in there. And 24 right is 108.5 and 249. So let's throw 249 into our course. So yeah, let's throw 249 into our course here.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Why won't it let me do that? Hold on. Change these real quick. It looks like all the passengers are on now, so we'll go ahead and get everything else going. Flight director is trying that on course. Why won't it let me change it? That's weird. I'll figure it out in a second. So, okay, so let's go down here to the pedestal, and our landing frequency is going to be 108.5. Oh, 8.5. So 108.5 on the captain's side, and 108 5.5 on the first officer side. That's activated. So we are good to go there. And like I said, I just have to throw the course in here. Hopefully it lets me do it. I don't know why it wasn't letting me do it before. There you go. So the course is going to be 249. And let's jump over to the first officer side and do the same thing over here. All the passengers are on, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to prepare the position for pushback. And first and foremost, let's turn on our anti-collision light because we will need that. And let's turn this light on to steady. Logo light, I guess I'll go ahead and hit it. Fuel selector switches, switch those to off. And wing lights, let's hit that one as well. So we should be good to go now. Everything's loaded up inside the FMC and inside of the main instrument panel. So let's go ahead and get everything going. Let's go ahead and request for them to come out here and prepare for push. And we want our nose to go right, tail left. And I'm not going to start engines before they get over here. So here they come. They're going to go and do their thing. And let's see, pre-start checklist. Let's check that out real quick. Engine start checklist. Okay, so let's pop up here. And we got left bleed on. Engine fuel selector switch. Let's go down here, select number 1, and then let's go back up home. And
Locking gear.
engine igniter. Let's go ahead. Once he starts pushing us back, we'll go ahead and hit the ground switch, and we will be good to go.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brake is released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start our left engine. It's going to start spooling up. Engine 1 is spooling up. Hope that truck doesn't slam into me. If it doesn't, know this. Oh well, it went right through me. Okay. Alright, so it looks like engine 1 started up. Let's go up here to the overhead panel. Fuel selector, or not fuel selector, switch. The engine starter switch should go to off here shortly.
Please make sure your phone is whenever the seatbelt sign is.
There it goes. So let's turn our left generator on and our left pack to auto. And then let's go ahead and start engine 2. So let's go down here to the pedestal, fuel cutoff switch on. Go back to overhead panel, left engine or right engine bleed on. And let's start engine 2. And once we hit the taxiway, we'll turn our transponder on. Alright, looks like engine 2 has just started. Go back to the overhead panel and
Set parking brakes.
alright, set parking brake for them. Parking brake has been set. So we're waiting for engine 2 to stabilize, and then we'll hit our right pack and our right generator. All right, there is stabilized. So right generator, turn that on. Right pack, turn that on to auto, and we don't need our APU anymore, so I can go ahead and kill that. So we are golden, looking really good. They're going to get the truck out of the way and they will be able to depart.
Tow truck disconnected.
And let's go ahead and turn our VNAV and LNAV on so we're good there. And our trim, I always have to make sure because sometimes I forget to set the trim to where it needs to be.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, so trim is looking good. They're out of the way, so we can go ahead and get ready to go. As soon as he moves his butt out of the way. Get out of the way. Alright, there he goes. So we're good to taxi. We're going to go ahead and proceed to runway 26, right? And test the brakes. Brakes are good. And set our takeoff flaps. See the flaps coming down there. And while we're taxiing, taxi lights are on, so we are golden there. And turn our transponder on. Ooh, lightning bolt. Once again, I wanted to say welcome to Southwest Flight 1021, service to Los Angeles, California. Our cruising altitude today is going to be 30,000 feet. And our flight time should be just under an hour, I believe. a long taxi all the way down to 26 right. Alright, so we have made it here to 26 right. So let's go ahead and hold short here at 26 right. Make sure there's no planes coming in on final because I don't want to mess up anybody's flight. We're gonna hold short right there. I wonder if there's any traffic around. I don't see any traffic around right now. So, all right. So we're gonna hold short here at 26 right, and let's see. Transponder is on, and let's check our landing lights. Those should already be on as well. Yep, those are on. So we'll let the attendants know. And let's go ahead and get out here and head into Los Angeles. Gear up. Command 8 engaged, and we are going to go ahead and continue on to Los Angeles and start bringing up our flaps. Our flaps are up. And we're continuing our climb up to our cruising altitude of flight level 300. And wow, the weather looks nasty out there. Alright, so we're still cruising along. Looks like we're flying through some nasty behind clouds. But we just departed out of Las Vegas and we're heading into Los Angeles, California on Southwest Flight 1021. Flying PMDG 737-800 into Los Angeles today. And it was a beautiful takeoff out of Las Vegas. Like I said, this is the second part of our flight. We originated in Phoenix Sky Harbor, flew into Las Vegas, and now we're heading into Los Angeles. So our flight shouldn't take that long. It should be a fairly smooth flight. And I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me during this flight. And I need to update some information because I didn't update it up here. I did all the prep of the aircraft, but I didn't update this. LAS to LAX. And our route. Oh, that's not the route. Bear with me. I'm just updating information real quick. There we go. Yeah, I forgot to update the route for the banner up there. So we're still looking good. We're climbing nicely up to our cruising altitude of flight level 300. We're above 10,000 feet, so we'll go ahead and turn off our lights here because we don't need it. So yeah, we're departing Las Vegas via the Boch 8 departure. So yeah, it should be a fairly short flight for us into Los Angeles, California. And once again, for those who are just joining us, welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021 service to Los Angeles. We're flying the PMDG 737-800. And we should have an enjoyable flight today. So yeah, I've had the PMDG I've had this 737 for about a week and a half now, and I really enjoy it. I like the realism of it. It took me a little bit to get used to the operation of it. I had it before when I had the FSX Box Edition, but once I got Steam, I never reinstalled it. So I just recently reinstalled it, and I had to relearn everything. My first stream that I tried to do with it didn't go so well because I did everything, programmed the FMC, got the passwords loaded, and things like that. And then when it was time to start the engines, I couldn't remember how to start the freaking engines. So I ended up having to end that stream and do some OJT to remember how to start the daggone plane. So right now we're at 13,500 feet, climbing up to flight level 300. And we're busting through the clouds pretty nicely there. It looks like it's got to be a nice smooth flight into Los Angeles. Didn't have too much turbulence. We had some turbulence when we flew into Phoenix Sky Harbor earlier, but we don't have any turbulence today, so I'm satisfied with it. I got a little bit of turbulence, but a little bit of bumps there. So as you can see, we have about 177 nautical miles until we reach Los Angeles. Getting ready to pass our transition altitude. Just hit our transition altitude. The aircraft is still climbing. We're climbing about 2,000 feet per minute. So we should reach flight level 380 in about 6 minutes. Or not 380, flight level 300 in about 6 minutes or so. Sonic Boom 13. That's man. Appreciate it, Sonic Boom. And welcome to the stream. Like I said, we are Southwest Flight 1021. Service to Los Angeles, California. Just departed out of Las Vegas. And we are flying the PMDG 737-800. So how's your morning going, Sonic Boom? Morning or day, wherever you're at. How's it going? That's good. That's good. Yeah, mine is pretty much ending. It's 2:31 in the morning. So after this flight, I'm probably going to be heading to bed. I got to get up early and run some errands with the missus. So, but yeah. So I've been broadcasting here on Twitch and flying via VATSIM, and I didn't even realize that VATSIM is down for the next 24 hours because they're doing some upgrades to the audio files. It's going to be a new VHF radio feature, so it's going to actually sound like real ATC when you're transmitting. So I'm super excited for that. It should be releasing in about 14 hours. They're currently doing it right now, so I'm super stoked. Can't wait. So what simulator do you usually fly on, Sonic Boom? Sonic Boom! Or do you fly on any simulators? So we got about 156 nautical miles until we reach Los Angeles, and we should be reaching our cruising altitude here shortly. We got about 7,300 feet to go, and then we'll reach our cruising altitude. At which point we'll probably be starting our descent shortly thereafter. Yeah, about 16 nautical miles after we reach our cruising altitude, we're going to be starting our descent. So, not too bad of a flight. I really appreciate everybody who's watching my stream. I'm a fairly new streamer. I've only been streaming for about a month now, and I enjoy it. I enjoy getting in here, flying on my simulator that I've been flying on for years, and chatting with all of y'all. Turn that up a bit because I couldn't really hear it. Okay. Man. Excuse me. Another 5,000 feet to go, and then we'll be at our cruising altitude of flight level 300. And while we're climbing, let's go ahead and get the information for Los Angeles. So like I said, we are going to be destination KPHX. And let's create that. And let's get our information for Los Angeles. So field elevation is 128, and the runway that we're going to be coming into is runway 24 right. So that's 8,926 feet. So 128. So let's go ahead and throw that into our overhead. So looks like we'll do 150, and then let's go down here to the pedestal, and we have to fix this. Our elevation was 128. Enter that, and then our runway length was 8,000. Let's see. 24 right. 8,926. 8,926. So that's our elevation. And that. And we are on 3, so we will do a nice auto landing into I put in the wrong one. I feel stupid. Oh my gosh. So the elevation. Alright, man, I had some work. See you next time. No worries. Appreciate you hanging out, Sonic Boom. Let's see. 1, 2, 8, and all right. So let's try that again. Elevation is going to be 1, 2, 8, and our length is 8,926. So 8, 9, 2, 6. Alright. Now we're good. Alright, so we're good there. So that should set us up for a nice auto landing into Los Angeles. No, I don't. I do not. Should I know them? Oh wow, that sucks. Where was he flying? Wow. Oh man. That's sometimes it happens. Good thing it's on Sims and not in real life. But earlier you were asking me if I was on VATSIM, and it looks like VATSIM is actually down for the next 14 hours or so because they're doing updates to the VHF radios. So yeah, I didn't realize that. That's why I wasn't showing up on V-Root or the one that you're using, VAT. I can't remember what it's called, VAT something. But yeah, that's why I wasn't showing up on there. So we are at our cruising altitude, and we should be I'm supposed to be descending down right now. The aircraft is going to start its descent. Now your flight is showing on tracker. Okay. I wonder why it wasn't showing on there before. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I wonder why it wasn't showing up on there before. Because I know VATSIM, like I'm looking at VATSIM right now and on the screen it's saying that it's down. But yeah, it's showing up on mine too. Showing up on mine as well right now. So, what simulator do you play, Jay plays? So let's go ahead and check our descent checklist, make sure everything is showing up good. So our descent checklist. So let's look at this. Landing height has been put in the overhead. Approach altitude has been, let's make sure, let's get that out of the way. Approach altitude, let's go ahead and throw that in there. Alright, approach altitude has been thrown into the altitude. Runway length has been entered. The field elevation has been entered. Arm 3 has been armed. Alt and vertical descending. Engine switches, let's go ahead and put those on continuous, because if we hit a bird or something, we want them to continue to run for us. And VREF has just been selected, and landing lights below 10,000 feet. I will turn those on once we get there. Descent checklist complete. So we should be on the ground in about 79 nautical miles into Los Angeles. So yeah, right now we're at flight level 218 and descending. Magic Inc., hello from the UK. How you doing there? Welcome to the stream and welcome to Southwest Flight 1021 service to Los Angeles, California. We are currently descending via the Angel 4 star, and we should be on the ground in about 70 nautical miles. So how's everything going over there in the UK? Hope everything is well over where you're at. It's a pretty quiet Sunday morning for me here. It's actually very early in the morning, so everybody's in the bed, and I'm just up streaming real quick. Had a late night, just woke up. Oh man, it's raining over there? Well, I'm here in California, and I wish we would get some rain. But it's finally, the weather's finally cooling down, so I'm happy about that. I just want some rain so my grass in my yard start growing. So I asked everybody who joins my stream, so Magic Inks, what is your, what platform do you play on? Do you play on FSX, X-Plane, or P3D? about 56 nautical miles till we touch down in Los Angeles, California. And as I said, we are flying the PMDG 737-800 Southwest Airlines. And we're descending via the Angel 4 Star into Los Angeles. We're going to be making a left turn here to connect to the approach, or connect to the Star. We're hitting the transition point right now. Here at about 4,000 feet, I'm going to be hitting our landing lights and turning on our APUs so that we have power once we get on the ground. Let's see. Currently neither used to fly FSX with VAG request. Yes, and I am super stoked about 2020. I can't wait till it comes out. I wish there was more details that came out about it, as far as what features it was going to have and things like that. But yeah, I'm super stoked and I can't wait for it to come out. I actually wanted to be a tester on it, but I don't think my computer would be fast enough for whatever it's going to be offering. So that's why I didn't apply to be a tester. But I wonder how much it's going to be when it comes out. So we're turning to connect to the Star into Los Angeles. Like I said, we're going to be landing on runway 24 right, and we should be on the ground in about 42 nautical miles. Aircraft is still descending down. So we should be on the ground in Los Angeles here shortly. Just want to do one more check. So let's look at, see, pedestal. We got the frequency in both COM 1 of the captain side and the first officer side. Let me double check and make sure that the frequency did not put in the right frequency. 25 right, no, 24 right. 24 right, 108.5. So yeah, we're good there. So the correct frequency is in. And landing elevation has been set. And we are turning to connect to the Star into Los Angeles. Pretty soon we're going to be hitting 10,000 feet. So we will turn on our landing lights and fire up our APU so that we have power once we get on the ground. And we should have a nice landing into Los Angeles. All right, about to hit 10,000 feet now, so let's go ahead up here and turn our landing lights, and we'll get all these. And let's fire up our APU because we will need that once we get on the ground, like I said. Yep, I know we're just saying after that quarter. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that. Warm or bust. Hey, Avocado, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream and welcome to Southwest Airlines Flight 1021 service to Los Angeles. We just did a two-part flight. We're actually finishing up the second leg of it. We departed out of Phoenix Sky Harbor, flew into Las Vegas, Nevada, and now we're heading into Los Angeles to end our night. So how was your day, Avocado? So it looks like nice. Mine's been good. Just got back from visiting my mom. I bet, man. That's a hike. But it looks like VATSIM is down today because they're doing their updates to the VHF, and it should be ready in about 14 hours, according to the website. Are you super excited? Yeah, it's down. I logged on, and it wasn't until I was streaming somebody pointed out, "Hey, are you flying on VATSIM?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they were like, "Well, I don't see you on I think it was VATSpy or something like that." And I'm like, "Huh? Yeah, I'm on there. I'm squawking mode Charlie." And then I looked on VRoot, and sure enough, I wasn't showing up on there. And I looked over at VATSIM, and it has a message saying that on Sunday, 13 October at 2200 Z for 24 hours, to launch audio for VATSIM, make sure you have followed the instructions to prepare your pilot or ATC client for the upgrade. So yeah, it was just saying it'll be taken offline. I see a bunch of people going fantastic right now, though. Yeah, that's weird because I'm also showing up on VRoot. But I'm showing up on VRoot, but yeah, it's saying that VATSIM was taken offline. It's down. So yeah, we're we're in the middle of our approach into Los Angeles. Should be on the ground here shortly. And let's go ahead and get everything set up for our landing. Yeah, I finished the haul in Hawaii and it didn't end too well. Because of the active camera software that I installed, I had like mad vibrations. Like the camera was just shaking all over the place when I was coming into land. So I got it on the ground, but it was not pretty at all. And I know when Starflex shows up in here, Effie shows up in here, he is definitely going to give me crap. We're coming in way too fast. I'm probably gonna go around, but we are coming in way too fast. So yeah, let's go ahead and go around and we will try that one again. No, we finished it. It's just whenever we got to, we got on the ground in Honolulu, it's just the landing was crappy.
Gear down.
So we're gonna circle back for that approach because we were coming in way too fast. Oh, no worries. I feel like I should jump on for like as a final goodbye to the old Kodak. As a final see you later. So I think I'm gonna manually land this one. I don't feel like trying to do an auto land with this one. So yeah, I'm gonna manually land it in. Let's see what I can get my feet per minute at. I know Starflex likes to give me crap. He's all. I feel like I know Starflex likes to give me crap. He's always like, "Oh, you always do auto lands." I'm like, "Okay." Nah, he's not on. I haven't seen him all day today. Or no. I'll take that back. He was on earlier on our flight from Kansas City to Phoenix, and I told him I was going to be back on later to do the rest of the flight, because I was planning on flying from Kansas City to Phoenix, Phoenix to Vegas, Vegas to LA. But once I got to Phoenix, I had got a little bit tired, so I actually ended up going to take a nap. Yeah, maybe he's stuck in thermal, maybe. So I'm going to manually fly this aircraft in. Let's go ahead and make sure my speed brakes are armed. They are armed. Predict 99? I don't know. It's been a while since I've done a manual landing. I can't look at the chats right now, so I'm trying to focus on my glide slope. Alright, so we made it to Los Angeles, California, and we're going to go ahead and vacate the runway to the left. What was the landing, Avocado? But I didn't look. Ah, dang, really? Yeah, I can replay it. Let's replay it and look at it. Hold on. I'm scared to see it. Oh. What was it? Because my screen is smaller, so I couldn't see the numbers. That way you can throw it in Starflex's face. Let's see that one more time, what it was. Let me see. Let me look at it one more time. $136. So 136 ain't too bad. Alright, so let's get this aircraft over to the gate. But yeah, Avocado, you always say you come in at the end of my streams, and you're definitely at the end of this one. And this was a two-parter. Just make sure nobody is coming in. Okay. Like clockwork. I think yesterday was the only one where you caught us right before we took off, if I remember correctly. Alright, so since we are on the ground, let's go ahead and turn off our landing lights. Hold on here. There we go. So we don't need our landing lights anymore. Had to look back down, make sure I don't smack into nothing. Alright, and we don't need that or that. We can keep our taxi lights on. APU generator is running, so we'll go ahead and switch that on. And let's continue our taxi to the gate. So, where are you gonna fly to, Avocado? No, I'm gonna go and watch them. I watched that one that you sent me, but that was it. Yeah, that's why I wanted to just do these two little flights, because yeah, I'm getting to bed. I gotta run some errands with the missus in the morning, so yeah, I gotta get into bed. I can't be staying up till 6 o'clock in the morning like I did yesterday, because I don't think I fell asleep until 8 o'clock after I landed in Honolulu, and I woke up again at noon, I think. Yeah, I think it was noon that I woke up again, and streamed a little bit when I flew from Kansas City into Phoenix Sky Harbor, and then ate, and my daughter and I, we were watching my stream, watching it back, ended up falling asleep again, and then I woke up at I think 10, and then just did the did the rest of the flight from Phoenix into Vegas and now Vegas into LA. It's a long taxi. But you know what I really hope? I hope, it would be awesome if VATSIM figured out a way to where you can do shared cockpit. That would be amazing. Well, I'll definitely be on the first thing Monday. Yeah, Monday I'll probably get on once I get off of work because I have to work Monday night. Every frequency is voice capable now, so Unicom traffic. Oh, what? You know people are going to abuse the Unicom traffic. You know they will. Yeah, people are going to get in there and abuse that. They're just going to be talking random stuff, and you won't be able to get any words in there. I'm kind of unfamiliar with this side of the airport because I usually fly in to 25 left, so 25 left or 25 right, so gotta find a place to park up. The thing that sucks, so like GSX, it has the gateways that move and everything, but I think every gateway here has like a default banner on it. So, mind you, I'm flying Southwest, but I guarantee the gateway I pull up to is going to say Delta. I can almost guarantee it. Probably, but I think supervision can listen into it and it's logged somehow. Okay. Yep, I was right. Every gate's going to say Delta. So I'm just going to park. I'm not even going to try to find a gate that doesn't say Delta. I'm just going to go ahead and park it up. I am off that line. That'll work. That's fine. It's crooked, but oh well. Alright, so let's go ahead and shut the engines off. Like I said, APUs are running, so we can go down here and shut off these engines.
On behalf of the captain and crew, we thank you for flying with us.
And taxi lights, and let's shut off the taxi lights. And fuel switches or engine switches, turn those off to off. All those are good. If you bleed, that's still on, that's fine. And let's hook up the I don't think we need to hook anything up. That's fine, because we're going to be shutting her down. So let's go ahead and open the doors, get the passengers off of here, and request for deboarding.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your way to the exit, and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
All right, jetway is moving into position. I should have had that go into position before I opened the door. Yeah, so they'll have to monitor it some kind of way, or it's going to be a free for all, and people are just going to be saying random stuff. Alright, so Jetway's interface, the baggage team is coming to get their bags. Oop, shoot. I always do that. I forgot to turn off the daggone anti-collision light. Anti-collision light's off, logo light is off, I'm good there. Wing light is off because I'm not going back up. And we're good. They're going to start downloading. So, Avocado, I really hate to do this to you, but I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. So I really appreciate you popping in here to view the stream. And it's limited to 15 nautical miles range, so it won't be too crazy. Okay, all right. So it's kind of like on GTA Online, the 5M server. You can set the range for how far you want to hear somebody or be able to talk. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and I really appreciate you popping in here to say hello and chat a bit. And I should be getting on here sometime tomorrow. So we'll probably catch up then. So, but anyway, appreciate you hanging out, and no worries, I'll catch you next time. All right, well, appreciate you hanging out, and you have a good one. 17 Camaro, you too, sir. Appreciate you popping into the stream.